Yeah, I got my old groove back. I'm in the old school lack. I got my bass turned up. I got my hat to the back in the mat. Red and black jump, man, take it back to 95. I fly to South Beach, spend 5K, we in So We Live. Pull up foreign, I open the curtain. I know they lurking, but nigga, we working. Counting money on the dresser, tell her she can keep the 10s and the 5s. Young nigga going live, young coming from the 9. Raised by niggas selling crack off they porches. We was heartless. Went from riding on the city bus to these Porsches. We was orphans. Champagne and cigars on the golf courses with the bosses. Told chairs that we creeping up on the Forbes list. He was nauseous. They sick of this money talk. Independent, we ain't got a deal. Self-made, we ain't gotta chill. That's the power of a dollar bill. But we came from the mud. Now them boys up next. All the old heads hating. Let the young boys flex. Yeah, I got the city on my back. I got my rooftop
Grown
back.
Man shit.
You see the shoes off white, but see the coupe all black. Back in the mat, you know that we got the vibe now. You know that I do what I want. The coupe outside, the valet tripping, tell them to keep it out front. We coming bigger this time, you know that the bigger the deal, you know we gon' sign. I got my name on the line, I got too much on my mind, I got too much on my plate. All of my niggas are straight, all of my niggas can dine, all of my niggas are 8, all of my niggas is fine. I tell them all of the time, let's keep a foot on their neck, let's keep a foot on their spine. They won't go harder than mine until we buy us a jet. We working overtime, AM to PM, PM to AM. You know that we gon' be up late. I don't really care who else paid, long as my niggas are self-made.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
The man is in the building. Demand them.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's your boy
Foreign
Chaz in the
alumni
building.
in the building.
Yes, sir. Those don't join me for the night. It's about time.
Come on, man. You know when you're
Listen,
making
man.
moves, man. When you're making moves, running round. You know, you need to, sometimes you gotta go get some shit to report on. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Them
Make sure
reporters
y'all got your glass ready for this one tonight.
Hey, come on.
You
Hey,
see
man,
the
I ain't gonna
topic. How to deal with stress as an adult. We gotta talk about this shit because we working, we got kids, we got our friends, we got our relationship, we got our parents, we got life, we got bills. Stop playing, boy. It's stressful out here.
It's stressful, man.
It's
It's
for,
hard
This
to
for
stunt.
you if you scraping by this week. This for you if
Come
you
on.
scraping up by this month. This for you if you trying to catch up. We done all been there. Some are still in there. You ain't there by yourself though. We're gonna talk about it.
Let's get into it tonight. Yeah,
We're gonna talk about it.
grown
Like the
man
video
talk.
on your way in.
We appreciate
Like the
y'all
video.
tuning in to the Foreign Alumni Podcast, hosted by the CEO Sanchez, your boy Foreign Alumni, man. How you feeling tonight, man?
Man, listen. It ain't a day goes by that I wake up with a positive attitude and I'm ready to get out here and compete.
Come on, man.
As soon as I leave my door, I go in motion. When you crank up that car, you got to get ready here. Because we got to fight. Once you leave home, you got to get out here and fight. You got to get out here and compete. You don't know what you going to deal with once you leave your door. Some people ain't making it back home, dog. You got to be preparing yourself. That's why you need to be watching this podcast. We're preparing you how to live your life, how to adjust your life, and how to maneuver in your life, wherever you at. You're going to learn today.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. You got to grind every day, man. This shit start, like you said, bro, before I pull out in the morning, before we head to the office. My office is 6 minutes from the crib. I get my song ready. I got one song I can listen to. You know what I mean? So I'm I'm a load the track up. I'm gonna get my vibe right. You know what I mean? You got to get in that mindset. You got to stay in that mindset, man. Champions are gonna do whatever it takes to win. And when you're a champion, bro, you got to wake up every single day, not only with the mindset to work, but the mindset to outwork the competition.
Come on, man.
When you direct, you gotta treat your life like you got direct competition, because that's gonna push you to your limits. That's gonna push you to your highest height. So you gotta be working, and then you gotta work with the mindset to outwork the next nigga.
Come on,
this
man.
shit important. This shit important, man.
Because if you don't have that, if you don't as a man, if you don't keep that dog in you, bro, it's hard for you to win a race. If you're not trying to compete with other men, how can you think of yourself as a winner? Winning something means you're working hard at something, and not only that, it's somebody next to you. There has to be a winner or a loser. There has to be a number one and a number two, number three, number four, number five. Yeah. But if you're not anywhere inside the lineup, you're not even in the race, dog. Think about that. How can you win without competing against other men? That does not exist. It's too many men out here without a competing mindset. So that's why they're not winning. You know what a hustler is? A hustler is competing with other hustlers. An entrepreneur is competing with other entrepreneurs. A CEO is competing with the next CEO.
True that.
But there is no one person saying, "Oh, I'm a boss, I'm winning," bro. You're not winning unless you earned it and outbeat somebody else. Who are you beating?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes winning even more enjoyable. It's because you earn that buck, dog.
Yeah, the one thing I say, bro, is like, I think that one of the toughest things for athletes, especially great athletes that make it to the league and have a successful career, the toughest thing for them to do is retire, bro, because they've been competing since they was a child.
Yep.
They don't know how to live a life that doesn't involve competition, because their whole demeanor, their whole character is built off the fact that I have been able to compete amongst other men and strive and get ahead. And it's hard, like you said, it's hard for a man not to have something to compete for. So if you're not waking up with that mindset to work and go further and beyond, you got to know it's niggas that's like us, that's doing whatever it take on a daily basis. On a random Thursday, after putting in a grind, we still gonna stay up and do a podcast.
Another one.
We still gonna stay up and do some research later on.
Another one.
It's about what you doing when ain't nobody looking.
What you doing with your time, man?
Come on, man. We got to do it, man.
Man.
Come on.
And listen, before we get this cracking, man, now that I remember it, listen, we getting the TikTok shop up. We just want to let y'all know. Listen, we branding our own air fresheners out here, all right?
Come on,
so
man.
If you want to get the Drizzy, you see the official stamp right there. This official right here.
Foreign fresheners.
You want to get the Drizzy, you want to get the Trump. I fucks with the Trump. You want to get the hustle. Keep this on your dash. When we talk about getting your mindset ready, you need to be reading this, bro. You know what it say? To have the courage, confidence, self-belief, and self-determination to go out there, work it out until you find the opportunities you want in life. You need this.
Come on. Imagine you need getting in your car. In your car every day, you able to read that before you get out the car. Come on.
Bro, imagine your girl getting in your car and seeing it's like, damn, this what he looking at every time he get in here? Imagine your homeboy, you picking your homeboy up to go to work, or maybe y'all going to bar, hit the gym. You know, he like, damn, bro, that's a dope ass air freshener. Where you get that shit at? I need to get that shit in my car. You know what I'm saying? We ain't stop there. Get your Nicki Minaj. Get your Nicki. Get your Yeezy in this bitch.
Yes,
come on, man. Get your Jordan meme, dog. Get your Jordan meme.
Show
You
them
don't
the
see
full
Superbike
package so
on here?
they can see the
Listen,
full. Back it up a little
listen,
bit.
get your boy. Get your boy.
Back, yeah. Let them see the full
For one
package,
layer
guys.
pack right here, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
For
listen,
one layer pack, and we doing 3 for $5. You know what I'm saying?
our
Late great
products.
Kevin Samuels, man. Come on, man. Support the channel, man. We don't
Listen, the
want
products.
we don't want to just ask for donations. What we're trying to do is provide value. We want something, and we're trying to give you something, and we're trying to help run this channel. You know what I'm saying? We spending our own money, and now we're just trying to bring in some revenue to keep this show going for you guys. Last one, you got your girl. Ladies, I know y'all like the Cardi. Fellas, your girl like Cardi, get her a Cardi. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, guys, what those are car fresheners. Same thing as your little trees. They last the same amount of
Stepping on the
time, if
trees.
not
We burning the
longer.
trees.
We got cherry flavors, strawberry flavors, passion fruits, great flavors, guys. So like we're this is a black owned business. This is foreign fresheners. Make sure you guys click the link, take it to the TikTok. You can go and order those directly through the TikTok shop, guys. Support the team, man. Y'all see the logo on that thing, man. Just support
Another
the team.
thing, also, if you want to send a direct order right now, you can email me. You can leave a comment on here. We'll respond. You can send me a message on TikTok, Instagram, foreign alumni everywhere. You can either also message Worldwide Dozier. You know, you can contact either one of us. Even on his Run and Reacts channel, you can contact him on there. You can send the money cash app you want to, and we'll mail it out the next day. 24 hours, we'll send it out. So until we get everything up and going, we got the product in. We're just trying to put it together correctly and professional for you guys. But all of you guys, if you want to pre-order something, if you want to go ahead and we'll start shipping these early batches out to you, contact us, man. We ain't hard to get in touch with. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, man.
You can talk to us. We talk back. That's what we do over here.
That's a fact, man. So we talk that boss talk, we talk that business talk. So we definitely want to let y'all know we got businesses, but we also got product services out there, man. So y'all support the team. Y'all know what time it is, man. But tonight, man, we getting into
dealing with this stress,
shit,
man. Dealing with this stress, man. One of the things I started off by saying is one of the things that I've learned from you that really motivates me, man, is when I mean, it could be in the morning, it can be afternoon, middle of the day, and when you tell me like, hey, bro, I'm still at the park up here, up the street from my house. I'm going for a slight jog or walk. Me and my girl up here. I'm out here, I'm in nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm relaxing. I'm breathing. I'm inhaling the fresh air. I'm exhaling the negativity, and I'm sweating. I'm perspiring. My temple. I'm working right now. A lot of times you work physically, but you also have to work mentally to stay strong. If you going in the gym and you working on your biceps and triceps, working on your chest, your back, you got to work on this muscle up here too.
That's a fact.
You got to work on this muscle because we have to use this every day. You have to use your mental. It's the most used muscle in your body. How are you training it? Because dealing with stress and knowing, researching, and learning how to deal with stress is a skill. It takes work and practice, just like anything else in life. So that's one of the things I did want to start off saying. I love when you say, hey, man, I'm out here at this park. And because I love nature, I love getting out, doing outdoorsy type of things. And we don't have a lot of places other than like the beach and stuff to go do things like that here, but I do go to the gym and I'm loving it, man. So I wanted you to start kind of we can bounce, tit for tat, but basically I wanted you to start off. Give me what's your main go-to that you apply to yourself when dealing with stress? What's your main thing, your number one thing?
It's exactly what you said, man. Going for a walk at the state park that's near my house. I'm able to walk in the woods on the trails for a few miles. I mean, the trail is maybe 30 miles long, 20, 30 miles in the woods. I mean, it's a very large state park. Now, I haven't walked the whole trail, of course, but it allows me to be able to like kind of have my little woosah, my me time. You know what I mean? Like I take the fam out there sometime, but the majority of the time I'm out there by myself. You know, and one of the best things I love about going out there is this. I usually keep a small pair of headsets, and I go out there listening to it like a podcast, some personal development, something like that within like the first 45 minutes. But once you get deep into that woods, you end up losing service. And that's really the best thing for you, bro, because now I take the
You
earpods out.
declutter.
Like it's nothing it's nothing that's going, keep up my mind. You know what I mean? I can't get a phone call now. You know what I mean? I can't get on social media now. It's me and nature. You know what I mean? And like doing that 2 or 3 times a week, it allows me to be able to focus and go all in when it's time to go all in, because I know I'm planning on a woosah moment, so I can stay focused more. I can grind a little bit harder when it's time to grind, because I know I need to go out there and clear my thoughts. I need to go out there and remember the things that I've learned in the past and then apply those things. I need to learn how to apply the new things that I've learned. You know what I mean? And I think I go out there a lot of times and pray. That's one thing that I can say is real powerful for me, because I feel like that's what the people in the Bible were doing at certain times when they're traveling. No distractions, no technology, nothing it's just them in nature, and you might encounter, some, or have an epiphany of some sort. You know what I mean? And so I really enjoy that type of thing, man. Like it's the best way to just kind of like rejuvenate the mind and my spirit as well. You know what I mean? To kind of forgive people, or knowing who I may need to ask forgiveness for too. You see what I'm saying? Or
Right. I agree with you. I like that.
Way to just really reflect, to become better as a person, because I'm able to see myself for who I am. You know what I mean? And it allows you to be, when you honest with yourself, bro, it's nothing that can really hold you back. But you got to have time to really be looking into yourself and really be like, man, am I the man I want to be? Am I as attractive as I think I am? Am I smart as I think I am? Like,
come on.
Could I whip niggas' asses the way I think I am? The way in my mind, I feel like I could whoop everybody's ass. Am I really able and capable to do that right now? Like, you got to be totally honest with yourself and learn who you are, so you can learn how to get better, and you learn your strengths. I think it's real good for a man to know what he's good at and then what he's not good at. That's the best type of person. You know what I mean? Hey,
as a man, you need to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. That's a part of competing. If you don't know what you're strong at, if you don't know what you're weak at, then how do you know what to work on, and how do you know where you excel?
Yeah.
Where are you the best when it comes to whatever subject, whatever skill, whatever task is at hand? What are you the best at? Do you even know? You might be good at putting together a engine, but might be shitty when it comes to doing the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? The invoices. Then it's like, damn, I don't really know how to do the paperwork, but I know this motor back and forth like the back of my hand. So what I need to do is, that's something that I can shine. Maybe I can teach YouTube videos. Maybe I can do a podcast to teach other people how to deal with certain motors. But then in the back end, I'm going to learn and reach out to other people who might be good at the paperwork. Hey, this is I'm a mechanic. I'm starting my own business. I'm trying to learn how to do the back end paperwork for my LLC in order to run my business properly and professionally, because I'm not as strong when it comes to the paperwork and the admin.
Yeah, that's important. It's when you move like that, you're able to know, like, even though a man or a person may be better at something than you, it doesn't mean that they're a better person than you, or they're more man than you. Like me personally, I know I'm not a get under the hood of the car type dude. Like I'm gonna get under there and do a little bit, but if it got something to do with anything that is costly, I'm taking it to my guy. See, I got a guy, you know what I mean? He handles that. Why am I finna get under the hood and do all of that when I got a guy who does that?
I got a guy.
You know what I mean? And but then I specialize in certain areas that it's hard to find as well. You know what I mean? Finance management, financial services. It's hard to find those type of things as well. And you might have a big brolic dude that's gonna need my help. You know what I mean? With his credit management. You know, no matter how strong you are, you know what I mean? I'm better at that than you, right? You know, so you gotta be good at something though. You gotta, we always say,
if you're not, you need to get good at something.
Yeah, you gotta have some skin in the game because because as a man, I think you want to be knowledgeable and be knowledgeable and an expert in as many things as possible. But it's better when you just have someone who is an expert in certain fields within your network. So it's best when you can lean and depend on more people rather than you're the guy that handles so many things. It's like, bro, what do they say? A master of many trades, but a master of none. You know what I mean? Like, so you want to be able to know what you're good at, but it's gonna take putting in work. You got to know, like, man, the majority of people know that they're lazy, but still to be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna start doing this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start doing that. It's like, bro, one of the best things that I learned is about having what they call an accountability partner. Have you ever heard of that term before?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so an accountability partner is someone who is going to help and hold you accountable for the things that you say that you want to do. And I think if you got goals in business and personal life and mental health and, you know, an addiction, you know, whatever it is, one of the best things you can do is let someone know that you trust to say, hey, I'm about to do this. I'm starting this journey. And from time to time, I want you to check in on me and make sure I'm on the right path, man. And I think sometimes I might be frustrated when you call me. Sometimes I might be happy because I'm on the journey, but I need someone that's going to help me and hold me accountable to, you know, do that. That shows strength within your weakness.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that helps get you to the place that you want to be. You know, to be very transparent, I had a church that I was going to in Jacksonville, Celebration Church.
Yeah, I used to go to Celebration Church. That's my church.
Yeah. So like Celebration, you know, it's really big. You know, it's thousands of people there. You know, I ain't never seen you there. You know what I mean? That's how big it is. So like, it's so big that they preach for you to be in like small groups. They want like, hey, even though y'all come to church and stuff, like, why don't y'all meet in y'all communities? You know, 10 or 12 of y'all, 5 or 6 of y'all, and like y'all have your own fellowship and stuff. And like, I actually had a friend that was in one of these groups that I used to go to, and he told me he was like, he was dealing with like a porn addiction. You know what I mean? And he was like, bro, like this joint, he was like, I don't really, he said like, it's an embarrassing thing. And it's like, it's not something I want to be coming out and be like, I got a problem with, but I do need somebody that can be like, hey, bro, just, hey, you good? You on the straight and narrow with it? You know what I mean? Like, just somebody who can help because it's such a private problem. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro, that's real man shit, bro.
Yeah.
Being vulnerable within your problem and weakness, bro, is real man shit. You got to learn how to address your shit. And it doesn't matter if it's embarrassing or if it's if you're self-conscious about it. It's about being better. Like, and my boy, you know what I mean? I know he had, you know, I think he kicked that. You know what I mean? Like he kicked that situation, and which is a positive thing. And I think that helped him, you know. So you gotta have somebody that's gonna help you through certain situations. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So man. I would say when
Yeah,
it
what
comes
helps you
to
too? Like, what helps you deal with stress and deal with the problems that face a boss ass nigga like you? You know what I mean?
well, I appreciate that, man. You know, I feel like I'm amongst everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I think that when it comes to being an adult, that's already a realm of stress on its own. What people have to learn is you have to learn different ways of dealing with stress. We have to learn how to deal with people at our job. We have to learn how to deal with being parents, dealing with your kids. And I think as an adult, the biggest thing we do know how to deal with, we know how to go out that door and deal with people, other adults. I think when it comes to our children, you have to learn how to cut off how you deal with adults and then branch off and understand that you have to change how you deal with stress with your children, because stress of work and dealing with other adults can cause you to bleed over when you get home, and then now you're taking your stress that you've dealt with or working an 8, 10, 12, 16 hour day shift at your job, you're taking that out on your kids. You know, maybe their room is not clean, maybe they didn't do their homework, maybe they're bugging you about what are we eating tonight, and you can kind of find yourself talking to your kids like they are adults, talking crazy to them, like you're gonna put hands on them. And the thing is you have to learn how to turn off how you deal with adults and then turn on how you deal with your children, how you deal with your spouse. We have to differentiate that, and that's very important. And that's something that, I'm not perfect, but that's something I caught about myself. I started to notice that when I'm having a bad day or I'm frustrated, I'm dealing with a business deal here, I'm dealing with the job here, I'm thinking about the funds and the money that's coming in on this deal, and then where I'm moving it over to this bank account to do this deal, then I'm having to do this, and then my son is asking me, um, oh, dad, well, what we, what's for dinner tonight? And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my face. Won't you go and make a goddamn sandwich or something? And that's not the proper thing. And I just started to find myself talking to my son like he did something to me.
Mm,
You,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then I
yeah,
started
yeah.
to catch myself, and what I did was, no, that's wrong. I'm wrong for that. I can't be taking the stress I'm dealing with being an adult, dealing with other adults and stress, being an adult. I can't be taking that out on a kid.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Because they can't defend themselves to an adult, especially their parent. They're not looking at you as the enemy, but you can find yourself talking to your kids like they're the enemy. And that could cause mental stress in your kids. So
Yeah.
please, parents, watch how you talking to your kids. Because a lot of people, you can be out in public and you hear people like, sit your ass down or don't touch, like that's not cool. Not only do you make yourself look embarrassing, it makes it look like you're not a proper parent. You don't know how to talk to your kid, and you don't know how to lead your kid.
Yeah. And think about this, right? You like you say, bro, as a father, if you've been in your child's life, right? When your child is 1, 2, 3 years old, you're literally your child's best friend as a
Yeah,
father.
you're
Like
you're the superhero.
that's how they look at you. You know what I mean? And then when they get 4, 5, 6, you're definitely the superhero. They think like, no, I think my dad could beat LeBron James one-on-one. He's
Yep.
6. I'm that guy. I don't want to do anything but have fun with you. I don't care about what you eating, man. Do you want some ice cream? You know what I mean? Like it, and then somewhere down the line, we have to remember that like we can't let our children lose us as best friends.
Yeah.
At the same time, we have to be the dad. You know what I mean? So it's like in the midst of going through our stuff, we have to like set aside time to be like, hey, yo, like I gotta go holler at my best friend for real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and just one thing that's what I try to do a lot is like just kick it with my son. You know what I mean? Just kick it
Yeah.
with him a little bit. We ain't gotta go nowhere. I mean, literally, he on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm kicking it with you. I'm bothering you and shit. You know what I mean? Just You're like, man, what you watching, man? You watching weird stuff on YouTube again? Like, because like I'm that guy to him, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of times I do get, like you said, though, I get stressed out to the point where I don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and like, hey man, like, listen, I don't give a damn what I'm eating right now. So I, like you said, I don't give a damn what anybody eating.
Right.
Eating is costing me money. I need to
Right.
make money. Y'all are,
Right.
there's $6 more you taking out my goddamn, like, nigga, when shit is like,
You want me to
bro,
DoorDash something? It cost $98 for a cheeseburger and some fries.
I'm
You heard
like,
me?
God damn, y'all nigga gotta eat every day. Every day we gotta eat. God damn, dog.
Like, Dad, I only had
Like,
a snack. Damn, you shit.
that's a $4 snack.
Dad,
Nigga.
we're out of snack, bro. Do you need a snack every day?
This nigga need a snack
Sheesh.
machine, nigga. That's what you need. I need to
Snack
have a snack machine. You gotta pay for these shits, bro. I gotta replenish this machine. Like, these niggas will eat up Lunchables like they fucking
I like
candy, bro. Bro. So like that's one thing about these kids, especially, you know, with us, we got boys, man. Like, bro, these boys, we always have to be the guy that they want to be in life. We gotta always be fly. We gotta be cool. We gotta still be the superhero. You know what I mean? Like my son, who 15, bro, I believe he thinks in his mind right now that I can still go to the league. Right now. 15. And that's what I needed. You know what I mean? Yeah. I take him to the gym. I'm like, I'm showing him moves. He like, man, he is still nice. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And in his mind, I'm like, yeah, bro. I mean, I can come off the bench for the Wizards right now. You know what I mean? Like, so it's still in his mind. He like, yo, man. So it's gonna take him a couple years to realize, like, nah, man, my dad ain't that. You know what I mean? But right now, it's like I'm still living. You know, I ain't some sloppy nigga who didn't gain all this weight, who can just talk about what he used to be. Like, nah, nigga, I'm still that nigga for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know, that's important, bro. Your son's you gotta make sure that you are still your children's best friend. At the same time, you gotta be there for him as a father, you know, but that's what it's about, though. Like you said, like when you kicking it with your kid, you got to be teaching them life lessons and instilling some morals in them, not just when they get in trouble.
Yes,
See, that's a lot of times when we want to teach them shit and teach them the life lesson, but sometimes you got to pull them to the side when it ain't nothing going on, when it ain't nothing. It's just like, hey, man, did I ever tell you when I got in trouble for hanging around? Just tell you some shit that's going to build some character when you ain't in trouble.
And again, that goes to what I said in the episode I did yesterday. If you a man and you ain't been through some ups, downs, losses, and wins, you don't have no knowledge to kick to your kid. Your kid, and it's very important. And that's why I made that episode yesterday. It's very important for young boys to know daddy ain't always winning. Because the thing is when they understand, you like, yeah, you know what? I wasn't good at this and I had to work at this, or they can see, you know, man, my dad is tired. He been at work. I know what my dad, whatever job you doing, to sit down and talk to your kid and they see how hard you working, they respect it, because again, they look at you as a superhero. You got to sit down and break this shit down to them. Like, listen, you know, I'm out here, I'm working hard, taking care of the family. This is what you're going to have to do. This is what you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with stress. You might not want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be to work at 6 o'clock and work 10 hours a day, work 12 hours a day. They need to know this shit ain't sweet and gravy. This shit they see on TikTok, YouTube, and everything else, it ain't all sweet, but that's what they looking at. That's not reality.
Yeah.
They're getting a dose of real shit when you a real man. I don't care if your kids live with you or you get them on the weekends or if you call them on the phone. You need to be real at all times. And they need to know Daddy ain't always winning and daddy ain't always losing. But you know what? Daddy is out here fucking competing. And that's what I want you to learn. I want you to learn how to compete and stay afloat. Take care of shit. Being a man is learning how to think and take care of shit.
Yeah, bro. And to piggyback off of that, bro, it's like, man, y'all got to keep y'all children up under you, man. Come on, like, man. Bro, sometimes when you didn't see me record some late night podcasts and my kid here at the office with me.
Facts.
I'm like, man, you just need, you know what I mean? I'm like, you just need to be up under me, man. Whatever I'm doing, you should be doing. Some nights you gonna be out late. You with me tonight. You might not go to school tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like you need to be up under. Yeah, you gotta have them up under them. You know what?
You ain't going to school tomorrow. I got something planned for us. And what I'll do, honestly, I've taken my kids on a picnic, bro. I bought a picnic basket from Amazon, told them they wasn't going to school, basically took them to a park. I've also took them to the beach. And what we'll do, I'll get up early in the morning and this is a ritual we do. I'll take them to the beach early in the morning. So not only do I talk and speak positivity to them, but we sit there and watch the sunrise. Small things like that. And you know what we doing on the beach early in the morning while the older people are walking on the beach, and you know, older couples are holding hands. You got other people out there might be flying kites, might be fishing, might be surfing. The scenery is so peaceful. And you know, we might take our gloves, we throwing the baseball, we take the soccer ball, we kicking the soccer ball around, we take the football, we're throwing the football, we might be racing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the fact of spending that time with your kids and you're teaching them and showing them memories.
Yeah.
Give them memories because we're not always going to be here. So the more memories you instill in their life, they're going to be like, you know what? They're speaking at your funeral and you know what? They got nothing but positive thing to say. You know what? My dad wasn't perfect, but my dad worked hard. I respect my father. He used to do this. I remember when I was 6, we would do this. I remember when I was 13, we would do this. I remember when I was 15, we would travel here.
Yeah.
Do your kids have a fucking timeline of you being a fucking parent? Or do you just buy tablets, phones, and video games and let them be?
Yeah. That's one thing. You know, one thing I do like about when I see that about white guys, like when I see like the country white guys up here in Georgia, like, man, they might have a 4-year-old kid, bro, holding the shotgun, shooting that deer. Like,
I knew you was about to go there because I look at them like, damn, I wish I can do some shit like that. I don't live in the country, but I took my son to the gun range.
Yeah, bro. It's
you
like,
can take. I think he was like 9, and I took him. Yeah, and they will let you bring your kid to the gun range. Long as they're escorted by a parent, you good.
Yeah. So you got to think what type of mentality he'll have when he grows up. He's not going to look at guns as a oh no, put that gun there. It's more so like, hey man, like, no, I know how to handle a gun, man. Like, you know, this is how you're supposed to handle it. Like, hey, this the proper, hey, that's not the way you're supposed to carry it right there. Like, he'll be more conscious and aware, you know what I mean? And bro, when I see the white dudes do that, you know what I mean? Or even other you know, all different type of cultures. It's not just black people that need to do that. Men need to do it in general, but I do like seeing it, man. I like, even when I see, you know, like some of the African stores up here in Atlanta, little kids be working in the stores, man. Like, you know, if they sell garments and stuff, they be like, go get me, you know, a size large. The kids run back there and get it. It's like, you gotta have the kids up on it, especially like different. Like in America, it's so common for us to get money in a situation where our kids are nowhere around. But like in other countries, like the kids are a part of the process of getting to the money.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, we're doing something to where you can give a helping hand that's going to allow us to make a little bit more money. You know what I mean? And when you move like that, you're teaching certain values and morals in a child that it doesn't matter where they are, they know how to get it. They know what it takes. you know, and that's important, bro. Like a lot of our children, bro, like if you just got a regular job and you're not doing anything outside of your job to provide any type of way of living for your child, then your child's gonna do exactly what you're doing. They're gonna go through exactly what you're going through. They're gonna hate their boss the same way you hate your boss. Like you have to show them that there's more, you know, even if it's a side hustle, or you have to be doing something to where that child sees you doing more than the next person. That's how you keep the superhero image. You got to be doing more than the next guy, because like your book up there, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yes, sir.
Your child will recognize that superhero in another man if you don't.
Correct.
You know what I mean? If you're not that guy.
If you're not that guy. Thank you.
Your child is going to say, hey, man, that guy is that guy. Not my dad. Damn, I thought my dad was that guy. But my dad doesn't do what he does, man. My dad has to leave. That guy does what he wants when he wants to.
And if you have a smart kid and they learn that about another man, they're gonna come to you about it. Hey, Dad, what Johnny's dad, you know, my friend Johnny, you know, I go over his house, like his dad has like, you know, they have this at their house, or, you know, I went over there and his dad took us to go, like you said, his dad took us to go shooting. His dad took us to go fishing. And it starts to become like, what you have to realize, you're allowing another man to raise your kid. And in some situation, that helps you out, especially if you're the type of guy where, you know, if you're in a financial situation where you got 2-3 jobs and you have to dedicate your time to working to pay the bills, you do have to realize that you have to break off and make time for your kid. And it goes along, like I just said a while ago, you have to install memories into your children. You don't want your children to have memories of what another man showed them or taught them. It's the same with your girl. The majority of things that your woman and your kid should know should come from you as the leader, as the man. You should be the one that's taking them on trips that they've never been on. You should be the one that's teaching them different things, how to do this, how to do that. You should be the one doing it, not social media, not your neighbor, not their friends, not your friend. You supposed to be that, because everyone looks at the man as the superhero. You play a part in people's lives, whether you know how important that is or not. It's very important.
Yeah. And you better off quitting your job and starting something from scratch with your children involved than continuing to live a miserable life, man. Like that ain't the vibe. You know what I mean? Like your children deserve it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you gotta figure out a way to be able to be the best possible father that you can be, bro. The best possible father. So sometimes that means you have to go learn and experience things with your child. New shit.
That's true. That is true.
One thing I can say is that my child, my youngest son, has been begging me to go play golf because he sees me now going to play golf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he like, hey, Dad, you know, and now I got him so amped up to go. I'm gonna take him this spring, you know, it's warming up and stuff. So like, but the thing is, he's so amped up to go. When I take him, he know he can't be out there bullshitting. You know what I mean? You can't just be out there like doing nonsense. Nah, bro. You want to play golf? You gonna play golf like I play golf, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And now we gonna, help you out.
You're gonna learn to compete.
Yeah, you ain't finna be out here just lollygagging, hitting balls there with. No, you gonna learn the game of golf since you want to play. You gonna dress the part, and your ass gonna come out here and behave. That's what you're gonna do.
Right.
You're gonna play the game. You're gonna learn the game. You know what I mean? And that's gonna teach him, like, okay, when he get out there, I know how he gonna be. You know what I mean? He gonna be on point. You know what I mean? Because I got him anticipating it. Same thing with me learning to play tennis. Me and wifey was started playing tennis last year.
Y'all showing out then, dog.
I
like tennis too, bro.
Bro, I'm Serena Williams out there, bro. Straight up,
man. I'm gonna tell you another thing a lot of people don't know that I'm good at, bro. I'm a hell of a swimmer, dog. I get my Michael Phelps on, dog.
My nigga said, "Listen, man. Listen,
Listen,
most Florida niggas is.
Listen, let me tell you, man. When I was in the Navy, bro, this was I think that this was my first deployment. We were gone for 6 months, man. We went through the Suez Canal and stuff like that, and going overseas, they have a ceremony and a ritual in the Navy when you crossing the it's called you become a shellback. It's where you cross the it's been so long. What's the middle and the vertical and the horizontal on the globe map? What's that called? Is it the
equator, or you talking about, or the you mean the latitude and longitude? You mean?
Yeah. What's it called though?
What you mean?
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna look it up.
You talking about a certain area on the map?
Yeah, I mean, like the middle part is it what's the prime meridian?
The equator is the middle of the equator. It might be the prime meridian. I heard of that term before, but I think the equator is the imaginary line that goes around the world in the center of the earth.
Okay, so you brought it up right. I don't know how I forgot it. So sailors who have crossed the equator are nicknamed shellbacks. Those who have not crossed the equator are nicknamed polywogs.
So you want to earn the right to be called a shellback.
Correct. So that's a sailor on official duty crosses the line of the equator.
Gotcha.
A golden shellback is more impressive. It means they've crossed the international date line. Even rarer, crossing at the prime meridian grants you access into the order of the emerald shellback. And that's what I was talking about. I'm an emerald shellback. I've crossed the equator several times, and I've also crossed the equator at the same time of the prime meridian.
That nigga said I'm top of the top with this shit.
It's a ceremony you go through when you do that. It's like a ritual. It's like a branding almost. You know what I'm saying? And it's an experience, man.
That nigga said, so I'm official in these waters, nigga.
Stop playing with me. But the thing is, the point I was going on that, the thing is, when we went on that first cruise and I became a shellback, one of the highlights of my Navy career early on was we got to do a swim call. And that's where you're in the open body of water, you know what I'm saying, in the ocean. And a swim call is when you get to jump off the ship into the ocean. So what they have is they put like the small boat into the water to where, you know, it got the motor on it. So, you know, it got a few Navy guys from, you know, Navy guys and girls from the ship. They're on the small boat that's, you know, driving around, just making sure like there's no sharks and stuff around. You know what I'm saying? So when all these people are jumping off into the water, you got to make sure, you know, it's sharks in the water. You know what I'm saying? So they're just patrolling just to make and keeping watch to make sure not only are people not drowning, but also threats. Then they also have to be looking to make sure there's not other ships that could run into us, could drive over people, you know, could have guns, you know, drug run, you know, anything could happen.
Yeah.
At all times. And one of the biggest thing people said, and I had motherfuckers paying attention to me, bro. I was the first motherfucker to dive off that bitch into the ocean, bro. Motherfuckers was just jumping in, bro. I came off that bitch like I was back in the hood in Memphis, bro, and hit the 8 feet pool, dog. Motherfuckers was like, bro, you dive
like head first,
bro, straight up diving that bitch, dog. Look like Michael Phelps jumping off 30 feet, bro. I'm talking about 30, 40 feet. This ain't no regular pool shit.
Damn.
I'm talking about a fucking Navy vessel.
Not a boat.
The shit is at least from the water line to where you got, if you in the water and you climbing up the side of a ship to get back on that bitch, you climbing up at least 20 feet, 20, 30 feet, dog. So if you in the water, you looking up like, it's very scary. Because there ain't no steps to just get right up like this a regular yacht boat. Like, no, bro, you climbing like you climbing a mountain. Shit is up there.
So you got to climb back in the boat.
You got to climb back up the side of the boat. And it's like ropes. It's like a ladder ropes. And like the shit is swinging. You got to hold on. Like, bro, you have to have strength.
Damn. Yeah, y'all niggas.
Not only, I don't know if you, and the thing, when you jump off a ship into the ocean, that current is different from when you in a pool or at the beach. The ocean water move different. That salt move your body different. It's very tiring to try to float out in the ocean. Then you got to climb back up 20, 30 feet. Come on, man.
Bro. Yeah,
nigga, your adrenaline in your heart is already beating because you got to understand when you jumped in, you jumped off 30 feet.
Damn, well, yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. It was niggas scared to do it.
Of course it was.
Yeah, man, that was me, man. I'm with that group. Yeah, I think I pushed me off that bit. I'm talking about I need the safety pack on me and all that shit. Float device.
Some people wear that, you know what I'm saying?
I want the arm floaties with the duck pictures on them bitches. I need all that shit. Fuck all that. Sure. But yeah,
but also
I like the fact you said that though, like swimming, bro. We gotta be doing shit that's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Experiencing new shit, bro. You know, like you said, bro. Like me personally, I've never been to a gun range. I've been to like some woods and shit. You know what I mean?
Man, we're gonna have to go, bro. When I come up there, you come down here, we definitely gonna go.
Yeah, bro. That'll be dope, bro. Because you know what I mean.
I love going to the gun range. I went on a date one time, and I took a chick to the gun range. And the awesome part, she already had her own gun. She never shot it. She never been to the gun range. She never even shot it. So she was like, "This is the best experience I've ever had. I've never been to a gun range."
And you took her on a date?
First date, bro.
First date to the gun range.
And that's why I said in the episode that me and you had before, when you going on dates, take a woman to somewhere you already plan on going. That's gonna be fun. Go there because it's about building that experience. Fuck going to get something to eat. Go and do something that's memorable, because that's the best way to laugh, to enjoy, to learn about a person, to figure out like, I don't want to talk to this motherfucker no more. You learn a lot about a person when you're doing things. You can't learn about a person sitting across from you eating chicken and they eating spaghetti. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that is real, bro. And you bringing them into your world.
Of course.
You know, that's such a different thing. Like you said, you creating an experience. So if someone else has a conversation with her, hey, you been to a gun range before? Yeah, actually, I've been one time. You become a part of that woman's, mind in a sense. You know what I mean? You're a part of her psyche in a sense because you were able to create an experience. You know what I mean? Like you said, man, like she gonna eat at that restaurant again. You know what I mean? Like she probably didn't eat at that restaurant before. You know what I mean? So taking on a little dinner date. I mean, how impressive is that? Now your talk game got to be immaculate and all this extra shit.
And that's what I was saying. When you do something fun or an experience like that, I would say if you guys don't grab anything, you don't always have to grab something to eat on a first date. A first date doesn't have to be the whole night. You know, you can do something to where you spend an hour together, you go back your way, she go her way. What I like to tell people is what works is for you to plan an experience. If you're a man, you need to plan the date. Make that first date memorable to where now she wants to sit across from you at a nice meal. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even got to take her to a restaurant. Say you take her to the gun range on the first date and you make it short and quick. Like, y'all spend an hour and a half, 2 hours at the gun range, laughing, talking, shooting, reloading bullets, looking at your sheet, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to work on this. You got to aim it a little bit or what in it. And then now she's taking that paper home that she shot. She will remember you because you took her to do that. And then it's like, then you like, oh, so I enjoyed a good time. Then she's looking like, okay, are we going to hang out the rest of the day? No, you don't do that. You cut it right there and you let her, I just, I try to make time for you, because I'm busy. I said, and then you just say, well, what are you doing tomorrow? How about we have dinner tomorrow? She's gonna want to keep hanging out with you. And and for the next day, if you say, oh, let's have dinner tomorrow, or what's your schedule looking like tomorrow? If she said, well, you know what, if she worked late at night, you let her know, you work, you go to work at 6. How about this? How about at 12 o'clock? Let's link up and grab something to eat. But what you do is order you that picnic basket off of Amazon. Whip up some little stuff together. I don't care if you even go to Chick-fil-A, go to Moe's, chop up a burrito, get some nachos, whatever you doing, put it in that basket. Take her to a park, bring a blanket, take it to the beach, wherever you can lay something out and get to know her to where you don't feel the pressure of a bill. If you're the type of man, your money might not be like that. It's about the memories. It's really not about the price tag. And if you're finding that the type of women you're meeting and dating is about a price tag, then you need to reevaluate what type of women you're attracting. Because a real woman, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because I like what you're saying. I wanted to ask you a question though, because see, I'm under the assumption that like when you do have a woman within your company or your grace, right? I believe you have to like feed her. That's one thing I'm big on. Like, not big on, but that's one thing I believe like that comes a part of like activating the pussy in a sense. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like this, right? Like, for instance, what time would you take a woman on a date? What would be the ideal time?
Honestly, I would say depending on where you plan on taking her. That's why I said when you plan it, when it comes to a date, everybody's work schedule is not the same. You know what I'm saying? She might have kids or you might have kids. What I would say is I would want to do something early. I would say maybe 4 o'clock.
Okay, so that's a day off date.
No, but again, you got to understand it depends on what schedule you work and what schedule she works. Everybody doesn't work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Some people work overnight, some people work mornings, some people work nights. But you would schedule it based off her availability and your availability. It might be one day, if she got time and you got time on, like today is a Thursday, I'm open Thursday. So you would have to plan based off whatever time that if you got to go to work at 6, then you can't be planning it if she off on Thursday, but you go into work at 6, or maybe you get off at 6, then you need to plan something around 8 or 9.
Yeah, see,
but
when you saying a 4 o'clock date, to me that sounds like a throwaway date.
What it is a 4 o'clock date does several different things. A 4 o'clock date sends her the message that I don't know what we about to do at 4 o'clock. So you have the woman's mind thinking, what could we possibly be doing this early in the day? So that takes pressure off of she thinking you just trying to smash. Like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it's not even nighttime. We not finna be drinking wine and this and this. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. What could we possibly be doing? So now she's anticipating the date.
But so now what you do? But doesn't that take out
of let me get into it. She's anticipating because she doesn't know. That's the biggest thing about dating. Be unpredictable. That's why I say don't take a woman to a restaurant first. Build the memory and the experience with her to where then when you do sit, even if you take a woman out to eat after doing something fun, like I'll stick on the range of the level of the gun range, like we was talking about. You take a woman, say you go to the gun range at 4 o'clock, right? Okay, y'all leaving there by 5:15, 5:30. So now it's like, well, dang, babe, we had a good time. All right, so you want to grab I got dinner planned for us at 8. So now she's going back home and you going back home. I'll pick you up at 7:30. So now she's like, well, damn, he playing this. We went to the gun range. I wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't know what to expect for dinner.
Yeah.
And you
Okay. So
keep the
now you
expectation.
talking about
You're
talking
building
about
the
length.
suspense.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
sir.
this is because my thing is this, and I, this is just a give some game, right? I think it's a three level
Talk about it.
that you have to be on, like on a date, in order to
Right.
get a woman comfortable to be like, I want to go home with you tonight. You know what I mean? Or I want to chill with you on an intimate vibe. You know what I mean? Like, so
Right.
you got, like you said, you got to do an event that's going to work up an appetite. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So something that's like you say, you take a woman to a gun range, you take a woman to Top Golf, anything like that, right? Something where she want to eat now. You know what I mean? And like you said,
Mm-hmm.
after that, you take her out to eat. You got to get her some food. And then after that, the third step is going to do something cost friendly.
Is that's
You know what I mean?
going on? Probably about the
Nothing that's gonna be too like expensive, right? But
yeah.
something that's gonna be able to let her like work off the food a little bit. You know what I mean? Whether it's a little walk, a little stroll somewhere, because ain't no woman trying to do nothing on no full stomach. You know what I mean? Like, let her work it off a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but like, yeah, what you were saying, like, I just believe you gotta feed a woman if you're gonna go on a date. You know what I mean? And I believe it's a part of activating the pussy. Like, if you want to get, to any level with a woman, like women thinking about food, bro. Women want to eat. You know what I mean? And when you can
the
make a
thing is
woman
you are right with that, but the direction that I take is you right. A woman got to eat, that they're gonna eat. But the thing is what I'm saying is, and especially and I've been thinking, and this is just how I've been moving, even before like all of this craziness with dating and in places to eat and stuff like that start becoming a thing on social media. My thing is, you don't market yourself as I'm your dinner date. I'm gonna be able to provide you to eat. I don't want to be looked at as a meal ticket. And I don't want men to feel, because a lot of men feel that way. And a lot of men don't want to feel that way. A lot of men don't want to have to take a woman to a nice restaurant and not even know if she truly likes them. And that's why I say you build a relationship doing something fun to where you can choose if you like that woman or not. And also you can understand and feel the vibe of if she likes you or not. I'm not taking a woman to an expensive restaurant date and I'm not feeling her, or I'm feeling like she not feeling me. Like, I'm gonna kill that part, because what I wanted to do already was go to the gun range. So
yeah.
if during the gun range I'm not getting the vibe, she's not laughing, I'm not laughing, we're not enjoying each other's company, then if we're not enjoying each other's company, having fun, then why would I want to spend more money to go and take you to dinner just so you can get something to eat? That's not my priority. My priority is to get to know you and you get to know me.
Yeah. And see,
To go to dinner is like sealing the deal.
Is it, to me, in a sense, right? And that's why when I asked you, like, what's the ideal time to take a woman on a date, like, for you? So the 4:00, that does make sense the way you put it, because I look at it like this here. Like, let's say you take a woman out at 7:00, and y'all go to Top Golf, or y'all go to the shooting range or something, right? And if you leave there at like 8:30, and you didn't get her nothing to eat, now she got to go home and cook. She ain't gonna actually eat until 9:30.
Or she got to pick up something. But that's why I
Yeah,
say the later it gets, you have to do you're
that's what I'm thinking,
obligated to do a
because
meal then.
you
So
got to.
that's why I'm saying in between lunch and dinner, you got free range, dog.
But at
You
the
don't
thing,
have to eat at that point.
but
That's
yeah,
not
but
your
at the same,
priority.
but I don't. But that time frame to me doesn't activate pussy. Like, I don't know. It's something
No,
about that time.
but
Because
again, you got to listen to what I said. After the experience, then that's when you let her know, listen, um, we went on the day, it's 4:00. So, about 5:30, y'all leaving the gun range, right? So now you letting her know, hey, I had a great time and I made reservations for dinner tonight. It's at 8 o'clock, so I'll be there to pick you up at 7:30. You just activated the pussy before dinner. The fun you had at between 4 o'clock and 5:30, she got comfortable with you. She learned who you are. Y'all had small talk. You know a little bit about her. She know a little bit about you. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, there is no food and shit around, so you have to pay attention to each other. There is no silent, awkward moments than if you just say, oh, well, let's go out. I want to get to know you, and just go straight to dinner. It's awkward when you go straight to dinner.
True.
But then you set the tone and you activate the pussy by saying, you know what? I got reservations for us at 8. I'm gonna pick you up.
I do like that. I like that because I would be direct at that time. I'd be like, you know what?
Correct.
I didn't know,
but you have to build up for that. I'm saying, don't just say, oh, because she'd be like, oh, well, what are we doing? Oh, I made reservations. I'm gonna pick you up at 7:30, so we can go to eat at 8. No, because at that time you still don't even know each other like that. Go and find out who it is and see if you actually want to take this person and spend more time and money on them. Because if you're a man out here competing, you don't have time to waste.
Well, the piggyback off of that, right? Like, it's actually the perfect time because, like, most restaurants don't mind if you cancel a reservation within like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? That's like courteous time.
Because it don't cost you nothing to make a reservation.
Yeah. So the thing is, I like that approach because if I take you out at 4 o'clock, we end that date at 5:30, and I'm like, I let her know straight up. I'd be like, listen, I didn't know if I was gonna be feeling you or not. I didn't, you know, I'll be honest with you.
You can use that. Exactly. You see where I'm going with it.
Yeah, you move and be like, you know what? I am feeling you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you kind of fly. I'm feeling you.
So I'm gonna let you know, like, I made dinner reservations already for us tonight. I just didn't know if I was, wanting to take it, but I definitely want to take it there with you tonight.
And you should wear a black dress.
Yeah. Do you have a black dress available by any chance?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
You're activating the pussy.
Yeah. Now that activates it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not because my thing is this, man. This shit gotta end with laughs. Like, when you got that woman laughing,
but
bro.
How do you get the laughs though? That's what I'm saying. The first part is you getting the laughs. Because when a woman is comfortable with you, then she let her guard down.
Yeah.
Then when you guys go to dinner, when you guys go to dinner, now that she's already comfortable with you, and now the element in the situation now is romantic. Yeah. Now her guard is down. Now she's inviting you in. Now you talking about what you remember yeah.
That's all I'm about to say. Look, now y'all talking about the little memories y'all created 2 hours ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you bringing up new stuff, and the conversation continues.
Yeah. Now, what you think about this? Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Also, shit. Now I heard Wallow and Gilly say something. I heard Wallow say it in a little clip. I wanted to ask you what you think about it. Right? Okay. Wallow said, when you meet a woman, buy some groceries. Take her to the grocery store.
Hell no. Not on the first date.
Wallow said, when you meet her, go spend a few hundred in the grocery store. And then every time she opened the fridge, she got to think of you. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what I said was the majority of men don't want to be looked at as a meal ticket.
Yeah.
If you want a woman to take you serious and you want to know that she's not just using you, then don't make yourself look like a sucker.
Yeah.
When you take charge and everything you do is thought out and planned, you look like a upper echelon type of man. I don't want a chick thinking about me when she looking in the refrigerator on some motherfucking groceries. Like what type of memory are you putting in her head for you? You know what? I know who to call when my kids eat up everything. I know who I gotta fuck to get a refrigerator full of groceries.
Yeah.
Do you want to be that guy? No.
And that's the thing, bro. It's like, I think, like we always say, like, the best women are the women that ask for nothing. Those are the women that deserve everything. Yep. You know what I mean? And like, that's the secret to women. Like, if a woman wants anything, all she got to do is ask for nothing and appreciate everything, regardless
Yep.
of what it is. If you show it the same appreciation, you're gonna have a man trying to go above and beyond. And if he doesn't want to go above and beyond for you, you got the wrong man. But if you stay in that mindset where you don't matter, it don't matter where I take you, you're appreciative, you're gonna have that man save up for expensive date, expensive vacation, because he knows this is the woman that really deserves it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like you said, yeah, on that first date, bro, you gotta be trying to activate that pussy. You know what I mean? Like that's just,
Yeah.
even if you ain't getting it, you got to be in a mindset to where like you're doing something to make her want to chill with you
Right.
immediately, because that's the
And
vibe. She like, damn, that nigga was cool as fuck.
I'll
You know
I'll
what I
go to
mean?
the second part of why I say that. It's because as a man, it's very important for a man to plan a date. Most women expect you to make the decision because they don't want to make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do something as plan a date to go out and have fun to do things, what you're doing is not only she doesn't know what to expect. So if you just take a woman and instead of planning a date where you're doing an activity or going straight into a meal, you know what? She goes to do meals and shit with her girlfriends. You can't be doing the shit she can go and do by herself or with her girlfriends. You got to do some shit that only a man would take her to do.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Her and her
Yeah.
girls, they can go and spend $200-300 on a meal and wear a nice dress and heels and go out. They do that shit all the time. They can go to Juicy Crab and whatever. They do that shit all the time. They go into Jamaica and and going on a cruise all the time. But the thing is she just doing basic shit with her homegirls. You got to intrigue her mind. You have
Yeah.
to do what she's not expecting. That's what makes a man stand out. Is what a woman can't predict or expect what you're going to do or bring to the table. You have to be a mystery. You can't
Yeah.
be
You
like the
gotta be,
last man or the last 2-3 men she done dealt with. You gotta be the man
yeah, you gotta be intriguing, bro.
that
You gotta,
activates it, bro.
yeah, you gotta be a man that has a woman thinking like, I wonder what, like, or I bet he, like always wondering some shit, questioning some shit
Yeah,
because she doesn't know, and you're just not telling everything. You know what I mean? And you
right.
know, like I tell men all the time, man, like you'll talk yourself out of some pussy, man. Like you gotta learn to shut the fuck up and
In a minute.
and and show interest in what the fuck she's interested in, and throw little tidbits out there about what you do, but don't go in full in depth about the shit. She really don't care. You know what I
Right.
mean? She just wants to know. She just wants to know what you're into. You know what I mean? If you into basketball, okay, he play basketball. Okay, that's cool. She don't want to know
She
when you
want to
go
know if
play.
she feels like being around you all the time. If a
Yeah,
woman don't want to be around you all the time, she ain't into you like that. But you can't be the man that want to be around her all the time. Don't be that
yeah,
guy.
yeah. That's that weird shit. Cause
Don't be that guy.
she gonna get tired of you, bro. She gonna
Right.
get
You
tired of
then
you.
then that's when you become the grocery guy.
Yeah, like the thing, bro.
That's when you
If you,
become on a Friday night and she telling her homegirl, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get Randy to take me out to get something to eat, girl, and then I'll see y'all after he dropped me back off." You don't want to be that guy because you still
mm,
ain't smashing.
that's
Cut it
real,
out.
bro.
You looked at as, and that's what I'm saying. As a man, do not make yourself look like the meal ticket. And the biggest thing is playing something that has nothing to do with a fucking meal. You need to know if you like her, she like you first. If you into a woman, the last thing you want to do is go spend $500 or 200. I don't give a fuck if it's $20. The last thing you want to do is go spend money on somebody that's not even into you.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You looked at as a sucker. You a meal ticket. You have to
And if
be
you if you
strategic.
are if you are interested in her though, then you gotta go above and beyond out here, nigga. You know what I mean? You gotta really, like most men are not putting forth the effort to do something that's going to help them stand out.
Correct. And
But
most men don't know that they need to plan a date. Don't
yeah,
ask a woman where she want to go. Oh, well, where you want to go? No, part of being a man is making a decision, because women don't want to make that decision.
yeah,
They want to follow what you say. So you need to sound, act, and move like you know what the fuck you talking about. And that takes time and planning. As a man, you got to learn how to do this.
yeah.
That's how you compete and become successful. That's how you separate yourself from other men. You ain't got to be the motherfucker working on Wall Street. You got to be the motherfucker that got the mindset past the motherfucker on Wall Street. You ain't got to have Wall Street money.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to think outside, bro. Like,
Got to be outside the box. I like that.
I'm not in the dating world right now. You know what I mean? So I'll be honest, like everything I'm saying is shit that I would do. But like I'm a tipper. You know what I mean? That's always been my thing. Like I'm a tip, you know, and nigga, if you're gonna take a woman to a restaurant, it might be good for you to stop by the this is just some game, man. I just think of shit out the box. I'll stop by the restaurant and make reservations.
Another one,
right?
Another one.
I'm gonna try to take her to a restaurant that's somewhere within the vicinity of where I live or where I've, you know, eaten, or somewhere within my reach of maybe on my way to work, somewhere I can get to. Nice restaurant I didn't see, and I'm gonna make reservations, but I'm gonna stop through. I'm gonna ask the stewardess there, the guy that's working the concierge. Hey, my man, I want to make reservations for 2 at 7:30, and once he writes my name down, my name is Ronnie Dozier. Here's a $20 tip. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tip you again, but I do want you to greet me as Mr. Dozier when I walk in with my guests, if that's okay. You know, will you be here at 7:30 working the desk? Yes. Okay, great. Listen, got something for you now. You do that for me. Got something else for you. All right.
I like shit like that. And that's planning, man.
Yeah. So when you pull up, it's like, yo, I heard this is a good restaurant. You know, I have some business friends that have, you know.
And sometimes you might have to do that shit a day before. You got to set it up. You might have to do it a week before.
Yeah. So imagine you walk in the restaurant. You know what I mean?
And it's exactly and my man what you plan. Your expectations are blown away, and you blowing her expectations away.
Yeah, and you greet him like a boss. Mr. Doge, hey, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you again, man. You got the table for us? This is my date here tonight. You know, greet. Oh, nice to see you. You with Mr. Doge. You right away. And give him the little nod. And, you know what I mean?
In free tonight.
Yeah. Come on.
We saved the 2 of the last catch of the day just for you.
Come on. Now I'm gonna sneak off to the bathroom. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get a bottle of wine anyway. So I'm gonna get a bottle of wine that I like. Go to the bar, order my bottle of wine. Say, hey, can you get a waitress to bring this over to the table? And tell her not to mention that I paid for it already. Just tell her to bring it.
But your guy, he gonna already know that though.
Yeah, see, you gotta have your guy. When you get your guy right, he gonna come check on you, keep checking
and listen,
on you.
That's where you spend the money. That's where you spend the money, is making that experience. Tip and pay the people that's gonna make your life and experience with your date astronomical. Spend that bread on that.
Yeah. And bro, when a woman sees you getting respect from other people, it totally that's something so rare. It's so rare to see a man getting respect walking into a building. You know what I mean? You gotta be, think about like what position you gotta be in to walk in a college arena and get attention. You gotta be somebody. You gotta be doing some shit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take her to a game or something, man. Slide a police officer a couple dollars to escort you to your seats. Like, you gotta be doing some shit that's just going to make the woman feel like this is something different. Like I can do this with somebody else, but it won't be the same experience. I can come to this restaurant, but they're not gonna greet me at the door. You know what I mean? So now the next time she come to that restaurant, she like, damn, I remember when they greeted Ronnie at the door.
And important things like what you said. She could have already been there before and never experienced that.
Yeah, it's a whole different vibe. The wine come to the table.
I've been here before. We never even sat over here in this section. Like what you ordering, this ain't even the same menu. Like, nah, you know, I know the chef, you know, personally. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
Come on, man. And then, hey, listen, man, is there any way that my date can meet the chef? She really enjoyed the sound.
Listen, man, you need to shut your motherfucking mouth because now you going to the next level.
You know what I mean? We would love.
Now you showing out. That's showing out right there. Right there is you got it in the bag at that point.
Yeah, it's just I'm showing her I'm an ultimate gentleman. Like this is upper echelon. Normal. Yeah, it's I'm moving in a way that this is just not dinner. This is also networking. This is appreciating. This is me strengthening relationships. You know that I can walk in here with another woman and get this same treatment because it's not about you. Now, me as a gentleman, I'm going to make it about you. You know, I'm going to say, I want you to meet my date here for the evening. You know, when the chef comes out, hey, listen, I just want to thank you. My meal was amazing. My date said that you really, really did your thing on this salmon, my man. And I just wanted her to be able to meet you. It was a very, very, I said, listen, he would appreciate meeting my date. I know beautiful as she is, but I know she would appreciate meeting you as well, man. We appreciate the time and your expertise, man. How long have you been a chef, man? You know, great. Okay, man, boom. Is the man like you gotta move like differently, bro, because women are watching. They constantly watching, bro, and they looking to see what makes you the man that is not just the man I'm gonna give some pussy to, but the man that I want to give some pussy to.
Talk.
You know what I mean? You gotta make a woman wanna fuck you. Like if you trying to talk your way into some pussy, you trying to persuade a woman that's not gonna be a good sexual experience for you.
It's not a good look, my guy.
What you want to have is a woman on the edge of her seat. Like, I wonder what else. Like,
why we still here?
Yeah, like I can tell he has taken women on dates.
Women, you got options.
Yeah, women don't want to feel like they're the only woman that you can date. They want to feel as you can date other women, but
they want to know other women want you.
And they want to know, oh, he's giving me a good experience. He has options, and he's not just giving me the bullshit. He really spending time with me. Oh, he getting up with me at 4:00, and he want to get up with me again at 8:00. Yeah, like he might have some bitches, but he ain't got no bitches tonight. You know what I mean? Because he could have got up with somebody else tonight. If he already had dinner reservations and he was think about this on some psychological shit. This nigga was smart enough to think of having dinner reservations just in case he did feel me, and he is feeling me. So now we got dinner. But if he wasn't feeling me and he was smart enough to make dinner reservations, he was probably smart enough to have a backup bitch at 8:00.
Another one.
So the fact that I'm chilling with you at 8:00 actually must mean that I'm really feeling you.
Another one.
Because I could have plugged another one in. Because I'm already thinking ahead. I'm already planning. Why wouldn't I plan that? Just say, oh, listen, this chick can end the date. You could throw a drink in my face. It don't matter. I already got something planned at 8:00. You know what I mean?
Easy.
But the fact that he taking you out again at 8:00 in another out, and don't let us see you now you in another vibe. You was chill in your polo and your beanie at 4:00. You pull up with a motherfucking nice coat on at 8 on some like, yeah, this a whole different.
no.
This a whole different person, smelling different, looking different, moving different. Yeah, you see my fun side. Now you finna see my activate the pussy side. You know what I mean? Like now you finna see like my intimacy side. You about to see like in a room full of people, I'm gonna make eye contact with you and I'm gonna engage with you. You're the only person that matter in this room. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make the whole world seem non-important. I love doing that to women, bro.
Everybody in that situation and in that restaurant is setting the experience. Like you said, what they're doing is they're setting the experience to make you seem like the man. And what they're doing is causing her to realize the type of man and value you are. So she's looking at the experience like, not only have I never had this type of experience with a man, I don't know any other man that's doing this type of shit.
Yeah.
How I'm feeling right now, I really don't know. The tone is being set, the vibe is being set, the experience is astronomical.
Yeah. The feeling you giving her is
I have something to look forward to with this man when it comes to my future. Because this first day that I've been with him, he's blown my fucking mind. Why wouldn't I give him some pussy? Not only that, I can't just bring pussy to him because this man is worth more than any other regular motherfucker. He ain't just requiring some pussy. This dude needs something else. I need to make sure I'm what he's requiring.
Bro, that right there.
I can't just fuck him.
Bro, that right there will make a woman be up under you and just doing shit for you.
She got homework to do now. That's what you do. Make a date worth a woman going home and doing her motherfucking homework on you, dog.
Yeah. Or and what she trying to plug her way into helping you in any way, bro. Because she knows, and that's a real woman, bro. A real woman who knows that like her role as a woman is to be a man's helpmate to that man. You know what I mean? And to support that man in this world, you know, as he goes out here to hunt. You got to heal the wounds. You know what I mean? When the lion come back from hunting, he might be a little scarred up. You know what I mean? Somebody gotta help me out a little bit. You know what I mean? And like when a woman knows that like you are creating something that is special for her, like a special vibe, bro, and she know you can do that with some other woman, bro, it makes her just want you more.
Correct.
It really when she know like, damn, this nigga got me wanting to fuck him. Like she know, man, other women in this position, like this is something valuable. You want in any realm of life, for some reason, it's like it's hard for people to understand. It's like people are supposed to want what you have if it's of any value. The only reason people want diamonds is because people like they see other people with diamonds. You know what I mean? Like you want things that everybody wants. That's the most valuable thing. The most valuable thing is something that the majority of people would want. If the most people want it, that is the most valuable. You know what I mean? That's how the league picks a most valuable player. It's would every team trade their franchise player for this guy? Yes, we'll give you our quarterback for that guy. That means that's the most valuable player. He's the most wanted player. She's the most wanted player. And like, if you're with a woman, you want to be with a woman that other men want. And you have to be a man that other women want. You got to be a desirable man. Like if you're moving like a desirable man, it's going to make women desire you. So the more women you have that actually find you attractive and like the way you move and like the way you dress, it's gonna attract the woman that you actually want because you're gonna have options. But if you're not attracting women, if women are not attracted to you, then you have to understand that you're not being seen as that valuable in a woman's
Gotcha.
eyes.
I like
Women
that.
don't want to fuck women don't want to fuck a dude that other women don't want to fuck. No, that's why women will fuck a dude and then her friend will fuck the same dude.
Yep.
Because you want him, I want him, so what? Like, and bro, I've had women where like I'm smashing this chick and her friend, we done struck up a whole separate situation that nobody knows about. You know what I mean? To where like I was dating this girl and then like she had 3 friends and like 2 of the friends like, you know, not even dating. Back then I just have a little chick and she just got friends, and since we ain't got no title, we ain't really crossing no boundaries.
Yeah.
But the woman has went over there and started talking about me. You see what I'm saying? When you go
So
over
let me
there,
ask you this, because we kind of dove deep into this. Do you think all of this preparation and how do you have to think of yourself, the planning, the woman, this falls into the topic of the show when we talk about how to deal with stress. That's very stressful.
yeah, because this is what I feel, bro. I feel that the majority of people are scared of rejection. So when you're scared of rejection, the way you deal with that is being able to not take risks. And I'm a risk taker. You see what I'm saying? I'm a
Yes,
nigga
we
that's
are.
going to I'd rather go into the date or the situation saying I'm gonna win, so I'm gonna just move like I'm about to win. You know what I mean? Like, so my thing is, I think you gotta set it up. If you gonna plan it all the way until execution, nigga.
Yes, sir.
So that mean, nigga, where can you comfortably go back? Like, make sure your crib is straightened up. Make sure your crib smell good. Put them glade plug-ins in. Have some candles already set aside. Had a Netflix remote. Where the remote at? Y'all know y'all gonna Netflix it or whatever when she get here. You know what I mean? Had the lights already. Have everything set up. Execute. Execute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because women are, and this is how I look at it, bro. Like, women know who they gonna sleep with way before they sleep with the nigga. The only thing that's gonna change their mind, nigga, is you doing some lame shit. You know what I mean? So
And with that being said, most women have the expectation that you're going your job is to wow her and win her over. And based off everything we've laid, what you're doing is you're letting her know that she got to work for you. Most women set the tone, and most men think this. I got to figure out what to do to impress this woman and win her over. No. What you have to do is you have to make yourself impressive to where she sees the value in you and she's impressed of the type of man you are on the date, because now she's getting to know you. So you have to set what's the phrase you like to use a lot?
activate the pussy.
No, not that. The second one.
That's my favorite.
The
Man.
perception.
Oh yeah.
You have to set the perception to where she sees you in a light that she didn't think about.
Yeah.
Because you separate what she knows from what she doesn't know.
Yeah.
She can't group you with what she know. The last, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 40 men, you're not grouped into that. That separates you, bro. You're different.
Yeah. And you gotta make a woman comfortable, bro. It's like, yo,
Yep.
how do I, on the whole date, she should feel comfortable. She should never feel uncomfortable. If she's uncomfortable, you have to break the tension. You have to make her comfortable, because I want her comfortable enough to take them clothes off. And that is the most comfortable you can be. That is the,
Right.
if you want to take your clothes, if you want a woman to take her clothes off, she got to be totally comfortable with you.
Another one.
That means you need to already have shown her that, like, you're complimenting her in a way that she knows that you're her, she's your type. You're not being like disrespectful of, like, on some pervert, on some creep shit, but you know how to compliment a woman based off of how she looks, to let her know, like, yeah, you my type, not just your face and shit, but like your
I'm
whole
feeling you.
vibe, your whole, yeah, like this is exactly,
I got options and you stand out in the options I got. And that's what men got to understand. Women got hella options. You need to make her think like she's in your options, not that you're in her options, because women always got more options than men.
Yeah, bro.
You need to make her think that this dude spent this type of time to coordinate this, to plan this. Any other woman could have been here and experienced this, but he chose me to do this. You have to set that tone. Some people call it mind fucking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But what you have to do is reverse the mindset and the intentions.
Exactly.
So with that being said, I want to pivot real quick, man. And what I want to do is I want to see your reaction to a little snippet that I did on the show last night. I did by myself. So I want your honest opinion. I'm gonna play it, and then I want to see what you have to say. 5 to 10 years is motherfuckers ain't shooting hands no more. And that's because y'all weak ass daddies can't fight. So all these young motherfuckers, everybody want to pick up guns now. Because y'all weak ass can't fight. Y'all too motherfucking soft. If you can't take a ass whipping or give a ass whipping, you a weak ass. I'm gonna try to be professional. Like, you a weak ass man. Because every real man done took some losses and caught the fate. And every real man done caught the fade and they done gave a fade. You win some and you lose some, dog. But it's too much of this pulling a pistol, pulling a gun type of shit to where motherfuckers ain't in no conflict. Motherfuckers ain't in no, you know what? I learned something from getting my ass whooped. Maybe I shouldn't have been talking shit. Maybe I should have shut the fuck up. Maybe my daddy should have taught me more understanding on how to deal with other men instead of running my motherfucking mouth. Maybe some of these young men wouldn't be in fucking jail and don't know how to think or act because y'all bitch ass niggas don't know how to fucking lead them. Why the fuck you having kids if you can't lead right, dog? That's a fucking disgrace. You can't lead your woman. You can't lead your kids. Bro, you ain't even got your shit together, dog. Stay over there. What you think about that, man?
I like that ending, first of all, man. You got to fake that attack. Stay over there.
Stay over there.
Stay over there. I like that.
Gotta stay out of the way, dog.
Yeah, man. Stay the fuck out of my way for sure, man. You know what I mean? But not like that's, bro. The beginning of that, like that, I'll talk about that first. Like, yeah, man, we live in an age of like real pussy nigga shit. You know what I mean? Like the most softest shit that we live in. When I say pussy, I mean like not in a female area. I mean like a pussy cat. You know, like when you jump in a cat, you know, that motherfucker gonna skirt off. You know what I mean? We live in that realm of like everybody's so on these phones and shit, and they sound tough and can talk tough. But you know, like I said, man, like the majority of people in this nation, I believe personally, maybe around 95 to 98% of people. I would comfortably say 95%. Somewhere between 95 to 98% of people have never been punched square in the face. They've never gotten in a fight, and then if they were in a fight, they never actually got punched in the face. Like they never got punched in the mouth before. And like I done got punched in the mouth, bro, a few times. You know what I mean? Like, Bruh. I know when to stop. You know what I mean? I know when I'm joking on a nigga and a nigga that had enough. You know what I mean? I've learned my lesson. You know what I mean? Like, and I know
that. That's one of the things the Godfather used to talk about. Men know there's a low level threat of violence.
Yeah.
And until you've been punched in your shit, you don't realize that you this close to getting your ass whooped. And a lot of times that humbles a man. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know what? I need to redirect how the fuck I'm talking. I need to redirect how I'm carrying myself.
Yo, I gotta watch what the fuck I'm saying and how the fuck I address niggas, bro. Because my thing is, you better watch how you come at me. You know what I mean? You better treat me with respect, bro. I'm a man that demand respect, bro, because I do nothing but give it, bro. And I will smack the dog shit out of a person, bro. I think God blessed me with these big ass hands, bro, so I can play tennis with a nigga face just in case they want. And then one thing I say is that I think I'm very proud that like the life I used to live, like my girl has never seen me put hands on a nigga before. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Because like I don't want to have to do nothing like that because I know like I'll take it there. You know, and the last thing I want to do is really take it there. Cause like the thing is this is how I look at it. You got two routes. One, you take it there with a nigga that's willing to take it there. You already know where that's going, bro. If it's up on you on your side and it's up on my side, why do we even need to go there? You see what I'm saying? The last thing I want is a problem with another real nigga. Okay. And then
facts.
Why do I
honestly it really ain't gonna be no problem because that's an understanding.
Yeah, and if it is a problem, we gonna handle it. I know we're both gonna handle that
like
shit.
Men.
Yeah. And then if it's a soft ass nigga that you know ain't about shit, bro, you might well swallow your pride, bro, humble yourself and be like, hey, bro, you know what, bro, you got it, dog. I ain't even finna take it there with you, bro. Nope. I beat the shit out of you, bro. You gonna want to come back with a gun, bro. Y'all nigga gonna come back and try to jump a nigga, bro.
When it comes to dealing with conflict with other men, if it ain't a man that's on the level you at, that's competing at the level you competing, they are not worth your time and energy. They gonna be the ones that's gonna pull the fuck shit. The man that's competing with you, the last thing he want to do is take you out. Cause he got something to lose. The motherfucker that ain't on the level with you, he ain't got shit to lose, dog. Walk away from that. Talk yourself out of that. Cause that leads to destruction. They're not even competing. They know they ain't on your level. They know that. But the man young niggas, that's willing to stand in front of you, you know what he gonna do? Y'all can talk that out, bro. Because y'all have something to talk about. Because you're on the same level and you're competing. That conversation is going to go different than a dude who ain't even on your level. He trying to take you out. The one that you competing with, he don't want to take you out. He want to beat you. He needs you to be in the fucking race.
Yeah. If you, bro, listen, bro. If you a young nigga and you out here and a nigga say something to you and you know for a fact that ain't what you on. And you ain't built like that. Nigga say, man, you a bitch ass nigga. And you know for a fact you ain't no bitch ass nigga, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. You don't have to prove that the shit to a nigga, dog.
Not to him.
You gotta be able to know that I gotta look at myself. When I look at myself in the mirror, I know underneath me being a boss and an entrepreneur and a husband and a father, I know deep inside myself there's a street nigga in there. You know what I mean? Like, he's always gonna be there, you know what I mean? And I suppress that nigga daily,
right? And so you know what? The level that he talking to you at, when like what you said, I know under there who I the man that I first started out with. Yeah, I used to be a street nigga, but the thing is, the level you at now, that's not you anymore. So if you meeting a motherfucker that's what they're portraying. Oh, I'm a street nigga. You know what, bro? I'm 5 years past that, dog. Are you really on my level?
Yeah. And then think about this. you dealing with that, right? Like, so let's say you move in a certain way that you not moving like a street nigga no more, but you know how you was raised, you know what I mean? You know how you come up. So a nigga might try you, bro. A nigga might say something to you where he might think you ain't built like that. You ain't gotta show every nigga you built like that, bro.
No, you don't.
It's not really worth it, bro. Sometimes you gotta let, bro. I've had people say something to me, bro, while I'm just like, hey, bro, she talking to me crazy because she don't know, like, bro, I really shoot this place up for real. I really go sit in my car and really contemplate shooting this place up. So I'ma leave, like, cause I don't want to bring the Duval out. Y'all niggas ain't never heard of Duval County. I don't need to do no Duval County shit in here. I'm out. Because what's the purpose? You know what I mean? And like, I think, like you always say, bro, when you stay focused on your purpose as a man, it's gonna correct your actions. And the more you stand on your purpose, the more you have to lose. And when you got something to lose, bro, you can't throw it away dealing with these bitch ass niggas.
You move different when you got something to lose. And when we say understanding and knowing you got something to lose, that's the shit you've been competing and working hard for, dog. That's that promotion you just got. That's that new neighborhood you just moved into. That's that new whip you just bought or bought your woman. That's that new school you just got your kid in. That's that vacation you just paid for y'all going on this summer. Do you want to lose that for somebody who ain't even competing at your level? Bro, listen, no, dog.
And they only
getting being a man and having skills come into place. Listen, man, hey, you got it, bro. You got it, dog.
They only getting at you and hating or talking crazy about you because they see you doing something. A nigga ain't doing nothing.
Compete to where you at.
Yeah, so you gotta think, bro. A nigga that got nothing, that'll go shoot up a nigga crib, that ain't really crashing out, bro. You just actually walked into your destiny, bro. You ain't nothing. You going to jail. You ain't going out to nothing. That's what you gonna be anyway. But a nigga who making moves and strides in life to become better, who building some shit, who then now do something impulsive dealing with a fuck nigga, now you end up in a situation that's real crashing out. That's real, like you was up on an incline and a fuck nigga made you actually crash out, nigga. You gotta stay focused. The more moves you make, the more thicker your skin has to become. The more you build as a man, the more tougher you gotta be able to take shit. You gotta be able to know, hey, but you're gonna have friends turn on you. You're gonna have family turn on you. You're gonna have all type of people turn their back on you when you leveling up, and you don't even understand why they turning their back. You like, damn, I was doing this shit to help all of us.
And it's
the same motherfuckers that you grinding for is not turning their back on you. That's the ultimate level of stress, bro. Back on the wall, nobody to turn to. So what you end up doing? You end up looking at yourself. You end up saying, you know what, man, fuck this shit. I got this shit, then. And once you start talking to yourself like that, bro, you start to build a character in you that is unbreakable.
Come on.
And now, once you got people that's throwing those arrows, it don't feel the same. It don't feel the same. Because I remember when y'all wasn't there. I remember when it was just me. You left for a little bit, came back. I was still here.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym?
No, man. I stayed up.
And you know what to add to that, bro? It's like how we talk about your fucking circle, dog.
Yes, bro.
If I'm going through some shit, I can call my nigga, bro, and let him know what I'm going through, dog.
Facts.
When I'm fighting dragons, fucking relationships, being a dad, goddamn money problems, motherfucking jobs, stress, this and that, you know what? You need to have an outlet, dog. You need to have a person that can relate to you. You need to have a circle, a network that you can confide in. Because in your journey, in your path of becoming a great man, you gotta know how to manage all of this shit. And the majority of what helps you out is having that networking team. When you going through something, you need to know who to turn to. When you're going through something, you need to know who to talk to. When you got a problem, you need to know who to call. You need to be able to solve a problem when it arises. And if you ain't got those type of people on your team, then you're not doing the best job you can do as far as what's pushing you forward, what's moving the ball forward and making you be more presentable. Because in a circle of networking with people that's on the same level that you at and everybody is competing in their own lane, what that's going to do is when different people become more valuable at different times, real men know that. I know Ronnie just set this deal over here, and I know his company just went up $22,000 this month. I know his girl just closed a deal on a cleaning service, and they just landed $100K contract for the next 6 months. You know what that's gonna do to a man that's competing? That's gonna drive me. I need to get on my shit.
Yeah. And sometimes you know what you gotta do,
bro? Along with me trying to stay up and compete with him and what he got going on, I need to call him and ask him that. Hey man, listen, this is what I got going on. I'm trying to do this. What can you can you help me do this?
Bro, that what you just said is a key, bro. That's a gem, bro. Because sometimes you gotta, as men, we all competing, friends, family, co-workers, enemies, we all competing out here. But sometimes you gotta go and get some game from the niggas you competing with out here. That's how you
have to. They want to give it to you. That's why I stated at the beginning of this podcast, the people that you are in competition with are gonna be your fucking friends. That's why I say, not me. That's why they say, keep your enemies closer and your friends. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You want to know why? Because who the fuck they competing with? How they gonna win if they ain't got somebody to beat? Who's gonna strive and push you to be greater when you're not beating anyone?
And it's how
if there's not a number one or a number two, then what the fuck are you doing? Where's the value in it?
Yes, bro. You gotta go get some game. And
your enemy is going to give you the game to keep you up there with them because they want to beat you. And if they already beaten you and you're in that level, they're still going to give it to you because they need competition.
You want me to tell you?
You think LeBron ain't talking to motherfuckers about, hey, listen, man, in the off season, hey, listen, man, this really what I really be doing. You know what I'm saying? And this and this and this. What you need to work on, because last season, how we really beat y'all was because you was doing this. If y'all change that, just like players talk, coaches talk.
But this why we're gonna say to piggyback off of what you're saying right there, right?
Yes, sir.
When you look at, I think the biggest disconnect within athletes of the old days, especially in basketball, if you notice, those older players don't really respect the younger players like that. And the younger players don't really respect the old players. Like, oh man, that shit was easy back in the 70s, nigga. Y'all was playing mailman and postman and milkman and shit, right?
Yeah.
But I think the wise thing would have been, if you that nigga, go back and learn some game from some of these old heads, even if you don't use it and apply it. When you go learn the game, it's gonna bridge the gap.
Go get the knowledge.
Go get it. And then now you're gonna be
as a man, you have to seek knowledge. You have to continue to be a relevant man in your entirety of life, from the day your birth to the day you die and leave this earth. What your purpose is to instill as much information and memories as possible. That's what makes a great man. You can't go through shit if you don't know shit. How can you get yourself in a situation if you're not doing anything? You got to think about that. Oh, man, I ain't never been through that, but Okay, well, what you got going on then? Oh man, I just work at the post office. I work 9 to 5. Been doing that for 10 years. So you ain't never been through shit. That's what you telling me. You know what, man? I started 3 businesses over the last 5 years, and all 3 of them failed. So this 6th year, I've learned from the first 5 years what not to do. And you know what? Now my 7th year, I'm successful. And you know what you learn? Nothing.
Scared
you learn how to be loyal and work for somebody else. And you know what? It's made me a better man because of what I went through. I took losses and now I'm winning. And now in order to make me a better winning, I've learned how to be a good loser.
Mastered
and then what I've learned how on being a loser and a winner, I've learned how to be a leader. So now people on my level, I have something to contribute. Whether I'm competing with them or not, I can give game now because of what I went through. If you don't go through shit, you don't have any game to give anybody. As a man, if you don't go through shit, how can you give your kids any knowledge? You ain't been through shit, dog. The only thing you can say is, oh, go to college and get a good job. Well, you know what? You need to go work over here because they hiring and they paying good. They got a good, you need to contribute to their 401k. Bro, you ain't been through shit. You ain't kicking no knowledge, dog. This ain't 1920. We can't keep telling our kids, oh, you need to go to college and get a better job. No. What we need to be telling and showing our kids is life is what builds you into being the best version of yourself. I'm gonna learn something about myself going out here to the park and being by myself. I'm walking. It's hot out here. I'm deflecting what's been going on for the week. I'm understanding where I'm at in life. I'm looking at who I'm competing with and why I'm competing with them. What am I gaining from this? What am I contributing to this? Who's contributing to what I got going on? You got to think about this. That's how you move as a man. Look at it. It ain't about looking at your circle. It's looking at the circle around you. Do a 360. The fuck are you doing? It ain't the motherfuckers you call friends. It's how, if you walking into the mall, what are you looking at? Look around you. You sitting on your couch. What's around you? What kind of pictures you got on the wall? Do your wall need paint? You go take a piss in the bathroom. Do your bathroom need clean? Do you need a shelf in that bitch? Do the mirror need clean? Do you need a new type of toothpaste?
Focus, guys.
You gotta focus. Real. Becoming the best version of yourself requires work, motherfucker. You can't buy that shit. You can't buy work, nigga.
Nah. Listen, man. We hope y'all really, really soaked in some game from tonight's episode, man. You got to learn how to deal with the stress as an adult, as a man, as a woman, as a child, as a young adult. Learn how to deal with it. Let's stay focused on our goals and our mission out here. Let's make sure that we stay focused on our purpose, our true purpose. And make sure that we doing what we got to do to take it to the next level, man. Any last words you want to leave them with, my boy?
Bro, that's a fact. Listen, I want to say this is I want to send a shout out to every man, every woman that's out there dealing with stress and you trying to hold it down. Parents, real parents do whatever the fuck it takes to get the job done. And you know what? I'm gonna give you your flowers right here. If nobody else in your life is giving it to you, you gonna get it over here. What you gotta understand is what you're doing is making an impact. And if you don't know that what you're doing and the moves you making is making an impact, then you need to figure out how to make an impact. Make an impact to your position, to your friends, to your job, to your spouse, to your kids. Make an impact on people's lives. That's what adds value. We should only be focusing on adding value to ourselves and each other. If that's not what you're thinking about, then you are lost. You can't say, oh man, stay woke. Shit, what the fuck you doing to stay woke, dog? What have you done to contribute, dog? Man, you over here with a Lambo truck. What the fuck you done told anybody else to get a Lambo truck, dog? Don't send me a motherfucking video about no Bandman Kevo talking about no goddamn credit, dog. Stop playing with me, dog. Don't send me no video on motherfuckers who out here on YouTube talking about, oh yeah, you can have a house like this, or you can be this. You know what, bro? You can't beat none of that shit if you ain't got the mindset them niggas got. And you know what? Them niggas all took losses, bro. Penitentiary chances, dog. You bout that shit? Fuck this hood shit on shoot a nigga up on this shit, bro. Ain't no payoff on that shit. Where you gonna get shooting another motherfucker? Where you gonna get beefing with another motherfucker? Where's the value in that? How much you getting off that, dog? How much we making? You know what? That's my dog. I'm riding with him. How much we making on riding with this nigga? Talk to me. How much we making off riding with you, dog? Cut the stupid shit. Cut the stupid shit, dog. And I make sure my boys know that, bro. That shit fake as hell. That shit lame as hell. Cause you know I come from that street shit. That shit dumb as fuck. And any nigga that's been through the trenches will be real and tell you, you know what? Ain't no future in this. Ain't no lifestyle in this, dog. You think I want my kids growing up in the hood dealing with not having a father and two parents in the household and a father that can lead them to be where they need to be, and talking about losses, wins, and showing them how to build, how to grow, how to buy a house, how to invest, how to sell this, how to move that, how to invest in this, how to recoup this, how to move money into doing this, how to take care of credit, how to travel, how to get a passport, and how to book a plane ticket to go here and there. Bro, stop playing with me. The fuck is we doing in our household, black people? Don't ever tell your kid to go do some shit that you ain't fucking done. Don't ever tell your kids something that you don't even know about. They don't need to go out here and learn some shit on their own. They need to learn it from you. And you need to go through it. If I'm making sense, put a motherfucking comment in the comment section. If I'm making sense, like the fucking video. If I'm making sense, share the fucking video. If I'm making sense, join the fucking podcast. If I'm making sense, support the channel and get your car fresheners. If I'm making sense, and you stay here in this whole motherfucking video, then what you need to do is send us a message. What you need to do is let us know what you got going on, what it is that you contribute, what it is that you stand for, and we're going to help you get the message out. Because we can't do it alone. What's being promoted is bullshit. And bullshit is not reality. The bullshit we see online is not what people really dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So do we pay attention to that, or do we push what's real out here? And it's going to take real fucking podcasts, that's why we started this, to be real. TV ain't real. Movies ain't real. Social media ain't real. You got to go through the shit to figure out what's real. But if you ain't going through it, how the fuck you going to be able to determine what's real and what ain't? How you going to be able to understand how to move and what to teach? How you going to understand what people think of you and how you perceive yourself in front of other people? How you gonna understand what you need to know when you go sit at a business deal? at a business table and know how to speak that knowledge and that terminology that's what it takes for you to grow. If you want that promotion in your job and within that company, and you looking for them to look for you like, you know what, my work speaks for myself, then you need to be able to talk that language, my nigga. You ain't got the promotion because you ain't there yet. You want to know why you ain't there yet? You're not competing on the level that they need you to be. That take brains, dog. That take intuition. That take initiative. That take creativity. What you spend your time doing is how you become successful. What are you doing in your free time? Again, you can't expect our kids to get out here. We in our 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s out here. You think they finna be garbage man in the next 5-10 years? Hell no. It's already one motherfucker on the truck in the back of the truck picking up the garbage can. If you see what's going on, they allowing the immigrants to come in because you know what? Our kids is not finna do the jobs that we've been doing. They not finna do it. They starting podcasts. I just seen a clip of this shit earlier. Our kids are not finna be doing the same shit we doing. If you working in the restaurant industry, look at motherfuckers that work at McDonald's and these places that, you know what I'm saying, they got kiosks. Robots are replacing you, dog. Where you gonna be 5 to 10 years from now, my nigga? A motherfucker can walk into where you work, order cheeseburger and fries, and it has nothing to do with you. You're replaceable. You're expendable. And I ain't talking about the movie. The next generation is not about to be doing the same shit that we grew up doing. The same shit our parents grew up doing. Shit is changing every day. Pay the fuck attention. You got to invest in knowledge. I don't want to hear shit else about motherfuckers trying to talk about investing in real estate, trying to invest in a motherfucking business, trying to invest in what they got going on with this. Oh, I learned on with this. Oh, I'm learning Forex. I'm learning stock trading and it. Get your motherfucking mind right. Do you know what's actually going on? Do you know what the US dollar is doing? Do you know what the rest of these countries are doing? Do you know what the value of gold is going up and down? Do you know how silver is moving? You know what I do? And you know what else I do? I tell my niggas that shit so they know. So if they ain't paying attention, they know now. Stay woke. That's staying woke. Is you talking shit or you contributing to the bullshit? Fuck is you doing out here, dog? Like we told you earlier, you gonna learn today. Over here, you gonna get some motherfucking value. Because we sick of seeing this. And not only when you get sick and tired of doing something, you want to win. I want more brothers winning. I want more men winning. I want more women winning. I want more kids prepared to be adults. I want more kids understanding what they need to know. I want more people understanding what value means and what you need to do to contribute to it. It's so much bullshit and flooding our motherfucking market. Are you letting it flood the gates? Or did you get a motherfucking boat and you staying afloat? Only time will tell. Only how you live in a tell. Motherfuckers look at me because I got a Benz truck as one of my vehicles and it's paid for like I'm winning. But I ain't winning. I ain't where I want to be, so I'm not winning. You not on my level, so you think I'm winning. You not on my level, so you think I'm winning. But to me, I'm not winning, dog. I paid cash for that. I ain't winning. I just ain't got a note on it. But where I'm competing, you don't understand because you're not where I'm at. Your mindset is not where I'm at. Your contribution is not what I'm contributing. Your learning and knowledge is not what I'm doing in my free time. It's going on 12 o'clock. What the fuck are you doing if you ain't watching this podcast? What the fuck was you doing before you start watching this podcast? What the fuck are you doing for tomorrow? Because my day, my week, my month is planned already. I'm preparing to compete. Not only that, my circle is preparing to compete. That's my objective. When I'm picking out business plans, when I'm picking out building plans and contractors on who gonna build my house in the Cayman Islands, you think I got time to deal with a nigga who work at McDonald's got a problem when I'm saying why my burger ain't fresh? You think I'm at a club dealing with a nigga who the artist for the night and he got 40 niggas in there with him? Why would I be talking to y'all and trying to compete with you on your level? There's no benefit in that. My focus is on the men who already got their houses in the Caribbean. My focus is on educating my circle so they understand what I'm doing. And not only that, now y'all can come up and compete with me. When I'm getting money, I want my team to get money. I don't want to get money with strangers, but sometimes you got to. And a lot of times you got to correct that. If you ain't got a team, that's how you learn how to get a team. Everybody has to play a position. And if you don't know how to play a position, you the one who getting cut. If you don't know that your team need to be playing a position, then you need to be one doing the cutting.
That's a fact.
But you can't keep nonsense around you. You can't keep non-valuable people around you, because after we get older, after we go through cycles, after we go through trials and tribulations, you look back and say, you know what, bro? What the fuck have I done and accomplished? Have I lived up to the shit that I should be doing? Am I the man I should be in front of my kids? Am I the husband I should be? Am I the boyfriend I should be? Am I the father I should be? Am I the CEO? Am I the VP? Am I the employee? Am I the garbage man? Am I the teller? Am I the waitress? Am I the registered person? Am I the person I should be?
Yeah.
Stop playing with me, dog.
Well, listen, man, I like it. Let's leave it there, man. Prepare to compete, man. I like that as an ending statement, man. We gotta prepare to compete, man. You know what I mean? So listen, y'all know what it is, man. Listen, man, it's the Foreign Alumni Podcast. We appreciate y'all tuning in, tapping with us tonight. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all picked up these gems, man. Hopefully y'all picked up this game. Soak it up. Tap in with us. Like we said, make sure you click on the TikTok link in the description. It's going to be a link to take you directly to the TikTok page for the Foreign Alumni. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and follow to the channel. Make sure you support the channel by going and purchasing 1 or a 3-pack of the Foreign Freshness. You can be able to go on the TikTok channel and view all of the different items and selections that we have. So again, team, we appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody that was able to tap in. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So look, until next time, y'all know what time it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
I'm not in the building.